Today we're going to talk about e-commerce a little bit. I'm here with my good friend and colleague Thomas, and hopefully our discussion will give you some idea about e-commerce, some of the pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages. So let's go ahead and start.
Okay, Michael. Our homeroom teacher was asking us today what our plans were for the future once we graduate. I told her I didn't have any definitive plans, but that I was thinking about an online business.
Online business. You must be crazy. Have you any idea how many online businesses there are in the world and how many fail? There must be millions.
Yes, I know. I read an article the other day that claimed there were between 12 and 24 million, but only about 650,000 make annual sales of more than 1,000 US.
That's not very much, is it? So what's the attraction, though? I mean, whatever you do, there will be very strong competition from hundreds, if not thousands, of other stores.
Yes, I know. But what I'm thinking of doing is not actually trading, but enabling.
I know what enable means, but I'm not sure what it means in a business context.
The idea of enabling is to create a situation that allows other businesses to be successful. And the more successful they are, the more successful I am. Or the more businesses I can interest in my idea, the more successful I am.
Well, it sounds like a good idea, but has it been done before, and did it work?
Sure. It's been done many times in the past. For example, during the gold rush in California in the middle 1800s, who made the most money?
The gold miners?
You might expect so, but no. Most money was made by the people who sold the tools for gold mining. People who sold picks, shovels, and mules.
Ah, so now I know the meaning behind enable, right? So how would you enable modern businesses?
I'm sure that with a little thought, we can think of many possibilities. But my first thought is this. I need a small business who will benefit from an app that can be used on a smartphone. Almost everyone has a smartphone nowadays. And I thought of the traditional market.
Well, how would a smartphone app be of any use to a market trader?
I can think of two ways, but I'm not sure which would be the better.
Go on, what are your two ideas?
My first thought was to create an app that a vegetable seller, for example, could use to let everyone know the daily price of the food they sell. Then you could check the prices without having to push your way around a crowded market. You could save a lot of time and then maybe go shopping for other things without rushing.
Well, that sounds good. And if every seller had one, then there would be competition between sellers, and perhaps the prices would come down. What's your second idea?
More or less of the same thing, but instead of individual sellers, have one app for all the market, arranged by produce. So if you wanted to buy a cauliflower, you could find out who has the lowest price and the best quality, which may or may not be the same seller.
Well, it sounds like a useful idea. And I imagine once you start, other ideas would pop into your head as well.
Now we have two questions. The first question is, what other kinds of enabling apps can you think of that you already have on your phone? List 3 apps that enable you to do things easier that you already have on your smartphone.
Okay, I have a question regarding our conversation. There was a term called market trader in our conversation. Can you think of another name that would describe a market trader?
This concludes our conversation. Thank you for listening.
Bye-bye.